Hey guys, how's everything going? This is JSer. Following previous video, let's take a look at the updates about TypeScript 5.1. It's like a minor update. Let's see what is up. What is in it? The first thing is about the void and undefined. So for function, if there's no returns, the function will actually be treated as return a undefined. But TypeScript had this semantic difference between void and undefined. This creates confusion. Like say, if we have a function that requires a function to return undefined, this function, empty function, will not pass because TypeScript says it's a function without return. It's different from the return undefined. This is create some problems, right? So now TypeScript allows undefined returning functions to have no return. So if its types is undefined, you don't need to return it. It will implicit, like say, treat it as undefined. And also, if a function has no return expression, so it's void actually, and it's being passed to something expecting that returns undefined, TypeScript infers undefined. Wow, this is pretty tricky. But anyway, it sounds unnatural, right? Usually we don't need to worry about this kind of stuff. Cool. And unrelated types of getter and setter. So before and set and getters and setter must have the same types, but actually this does not hold. For example, if we get a style, it's just a CSS style declaration, but when we set, it's actually set at the parameter is a string. So this is kind of pretty straightforward, but it's normally not many people are using it right now. Yeah, it's a minor change. Cool. And decouple type checking. Well, this is interesting. Is that we have just checked the about React types in TypeScript on my blog. So if you're interested, please let's wait a minute. I'll open it. Yes, this is this. This is on top of my blog. So when we are defining React JSX element, it actually looks up for the global namespace of a JSX element, which is React element for a React element, which is here. So it must be a string, which means the intrinsic to my element, or JSX element constructor, which means it's function component or class component. But it does not allow the async function, which is upcoming React feature called React Server Component stuff. It's a server component. It doesn't allow that. So in this version, TypeScript has made some changes. Rather than looking at this JSX element, it will look up at the JSX element type. So you can define whatever. So the library owners will be able to define the element type whatever you want. So here, this function class, this is the same as before, but you can add, like, if it is promise supported, then you can add a promise here. TypeScript will not complain. Cool. This is like a preparation for the future of React. Namespace JSX attribute. So this, okay. So actually, this is, so we can use this column stuff. This is kind of neat. Not many people using it, I guess. Namespace tag name. Wow, this looks cool. I might want to use it in one of my UI libraries I'm creating. Yeah, you can define the tag name like this. It's, if you like, say you're grouping some components under one namespace. This is pretty useful. This one, yeah, this one could also be, I like this because what I want to do is to create some component that supports inline style. So we can use the S here and then add the S column and the property name. It will be super cool, I guess. Anyway, for the others are some editor update stuff. What is this? Linked cursor. TypeScript will now support linked editing Linked editing, occasionally called mirrored cursors, allow an editor to edit multiple locations at the same time automatically. So this, you're editing one at a time, but oh, I see. Yeah, you're editing the tag, it will update this closing tag. Wow, this is super helpful. I love it. Yeah, cool. And other stuff are not pretty important. So that's it for 5.1. Yeah, for React stuff. See you next time. Bye.